So to rewrite x plus 3 over 4 minus x squared as partial fractions, the first thing we've got to do is factorise the denominator, and it's the difference of two squares, so it'll be 2 minus x upon 2 plus x. That tells us that that can be separated into two fractions, a over 2 minus x plus b over 2 plus x. And what we then do is we then go through and multiply by the common denominator. On the left hand side, that will give us x plus 3. On the right hand side, 2 minus x will cancel with 2 minus x, which will leave us with a times 2 plus x. And then the 2 plus x's will cancel to leave us with b upon 2 minus x. You've then just got to pick values to substitute in. I'm going to let x equal 2 because that's going to make this bracket 0. 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 plus 2 is 4. So a is 5 over 4. And then I'm going to let x equal minus 2, so this bracket will be 0. Minus 2 plus 3 is 1. And 2 take away minus 2 is 2 plus 2, so that is 4. So b is 1/4. So that gives us that we have 5 quarters, which we write as that plus 1/4. We now use our answers to part 1 to rewrite the integral. We have 5 quarters of 1 over 2 minus x, and we have 1/4 of 1 over 2 plus x, and I've deliberately written the fractions in front of the integral sign so I don't have to worry about them when integrating. I can just multiply. If I integrate 1 over 2 minus x, I get the natural log of 2 minus x, and I have to divide by minus 1, so that'll give us minus 5 over 4. And then we will get the natural log of 2 plus x. I must remember to put in the modulus sign, and always our plus c. Volume of integration is pi times the integral of y squared dx. So we want to evaluate the integral from 0 to pi over 6 of sec squared 2x tan squared 2x with respect to x. There's a number of ways to do this integral. First I'm going to show you is by substitution, and I'm going to let u equal the tan of 2x. That means if we differentiate that with respect to x, we get 2 sec squared 2x. Rearranging that, we get that du divided by 2 sec squared 2x equals dx. We also need to deal with our limits. When x equals 0, u equals the tan of 0, which is 0. And when x equals pi over 6, u equals the tan of 2 pi over 6, which is pi over 3, which is root 3. So our volume is the pi times the integral from 0 to root 3 of sec squared 2x tan squared, which is u squared, and dx, which we can replace with du over 2 sec squared 2x. What I can see here is these are going to cancel, and it leaves me with the volume is pi times the integral from 0 to root 3 of u squared over 2 with respect to u. U squared integrates to give u cubed over 3. We've got to remember the half as well, so we're going to have 6 in the bottom from 0 to root 3. So that's pi times root 3 cubed, which is 3 root 3 over 6, which gives us pi root 3 over 2.